I have heard that the best place to test for meth is the return air, because if somebody is smoking it, then it's getting sucked into the ductwork. Is that accurate, or?
I think it's accurate. It's not inclusive of everything, right?
Okay.
So here's what happens in a forced air furnace home.
Yeah.
Most of our houses in Utah are forced air.
Yes.
If it's radiant heat, all bets are off, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But forced air, that cold air returns sucking 70% of the air in
Got
that
it.
house. So when it's on, it's tattletelling on every room in the house.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So if a house has central air
Yeah.
from the date it's built, it's
Yeah.
a really great place because it's tattletelling 12 months of the year.
Right.
If it's furnace only,
Yeah.
it's only tattletelling 6 months of the year. So it's
sure.
a really good high percentage place to go, but it shouldn't be the only place.
Got it.
If that makes sense.
Absolutely. I never even thought of that. I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a tattletale.
Yeah, yeah. That's right. Okay. So now people are out there, they're looking to purchase a home. Can you share because as a real estate agent, I have suggested to some clients, you may want to consider these steps of due diligence. And I've had clients that are like, I don't even want to do a home inspection, Yoshi, because it's $400. You really think I should do a home inspection? I'm like, yes, I really think you should do a home inspection. We didn't see everything that was in the attic behind the walls.
Right.
And so then you're bringing up all these different things for them to consider, and all of a sudden now this due diligence period is getting expensive.
Yes.
And so they start pushing back, like the meth test. That house doesn't look like it has meth. That's a beautiful house. It's not that expensive to have a little bit of reassurance to sleep at night. Do you mind sharing what that
Sure.
looks like?
I think of it like car insurance.
Yes.
You ever not want to have car insurance
Right.
on your car?
All the time, yes.
Yeah. But you never want to collect on it.
Right.
Yeah, so
Right.
I think of that, and I get where you're coming from, because in Utah in general, and I say this with total love, I am Utah my whole life long,
Yes.
raised right by my mama, good old pioneer heritage. We're cheap.
Right.
We're cheap here.
We're do-it-yourself everything.
Yes. Yeah, and it's like my brother did construction. I'll have him come over and look at it. So yeah, it is tough. And if somebody's walked away from their first house after they've dropped $800 on a home inspection,
Yes.
sewer line, meth, mold, radon,
Yeah.
and now you're taking them to home number 2, and it's like, holy crap,
Yeah.
Yoshi, how many times do I got to drop $800 to find the perfect house?
Exactly.
And so I'm a huge fan of home inspectors.
Yes.
Huge. Because I think they give us a great game plan for, okay, what's urgent in the next 30 days? What's our 1-year game plan? What's coming up in 5 years? And what's coming up in 10 years?
I agree.
You're spending $2, $3, $4, $1 million on a house or more.
Yeah.
Why on earth wouldn't you spend
Right.
$600, $700, $800? It's, in my mind, I'm like, it's a no-brainer.
Right.
Having said that, I've also been on the other side where I've had a home inspection and the inspector went, you want meth, mold, and radon? I'm like, are you kidding me? I know what a meth house. And I this was before I started Meth Mob, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not spending that kind of money.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I get it where it's hard to spend that money, but if you don't do a home inspection and you have a water heater,
Yeah.
$1,000, $1,500.
Right.
You miss meth,
Yes.
5, 10, 15, 20 grand. You
Yes.
miss a sewer line inspection,
Yes.
5, 10, 15 grand. There's a couple things in home inspections you don't want to miss.
Right.
And I say that because literally every week at Meth Mob, I have people that I'm decontaminating their houses that they bought the problem. Most people figure out where their meth has come from.
Yeah.
And in most cases they know after they do the mental gymnastics backwards.
Yes.
But in some cases it is flat out, there is no way, but you know what? I didn't do a meth test 5 years ago and I bought it. Those break my heart.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I'm like, they just didn't know. That's why I love your informational show. It's like, if we know better, we can do better. If we don't know,
Yep.
we don't know.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, before we part ways, in case you have a dog or know someone else who does have a dog, I wanted to take a quick second to show you the Snap Leash. The Snap Leash can literally do so many things, and I'm going to share with you one of the many cool things that it can do. As you can see, the Snap Leash is designed with 2 swivel hooks, one on each end. This end has a cushion stitched into it to make it comfortable when walking your dog. Now, all you have to do is take this swivel hook, put it into this very first grommet, and now you've got your handle. Okay, so now let's imagine you're at the park and you want to secure your pet quickly. safely and easily to a park bench, a tree, or a pole because you just want to sit down and relax. Well, all you need to do is take this swivel hook, remove it from the very first grommet, wrap this leash around any size tree or pole or park bench, and put it into the appropriate grommet, and now you have secured your pet quickly, safely, and easily. And when it's time to head home, another great feature about the snap leash is you can simply wrap it around your waist for hands-free walking. Lastly, if you ever accidentally forget your waist bags at home, these grommets make a great place to fasten the waist bags so you never leave home without them. And if you want to see all of the other cool things that the snap leash can do, then please just click on the link below and find out why so many others are falling in love with the snap leash.